Hello everyone, my name is Clutch, and welcome to Lucifer Mechanics Garage of drag, speed, and styrene customs fabrication.
Those gears straight out of hell. The front wheels never touch the ground, destroying everything that affects, making me rich for my sins. Welcome to the Lucifer's Mechanics Garage.
How's it going everyone? This is Clutch coming at you with another edition of Lucifer Mechanics Garage. Today I just wanted to make a video, just let you guys know we're still kicking here in the shop. We're still moving around and getting things done. It's just a little bit slower pace, you know. I know it's been since July, something like that, or not even. I mean, since I've even made a video. So, but we still been getting along, you know, doing some things. Just this summer was just awesome. You know, even though I can't do as much as I'd like to do, I like to spend my time outdoors, whether it's sitting on the porch with my dogs or whatnot. I was still enjoying it. But we still have been working on our models and everything. I was plugging away on the 57 wagon, done a bunch of work with it. I can't wait to share some of the stuff we did to it. And plus we started a new 1/16 scale project. I started about the end of July. Something that I've been wanting to get to. Before we get to any of that, guys, I just wanted to talk to you about something. My health is really bad. It's getting worse, and I thought that that there's light at the end of the tunnel, but there's not. My eyesight's getting worse. I'm getting the shakes. My hands are going numb. My feet are going numb. I'm getting I don't even know the name of it right now off the top of my head because I'm on camera. But when you're diabetic, you get feet pain. It's called. I know the name of it, but I can't think of it now. But it's starting to affect me. I got a sore on the inside of my ankle that's not healing due to diabetes. So got a lot of things going on. There's one good thing I found out though. When I first built my shop, I filled my shop up with LED lights, and then I just couldn't figure out why everything seemed so whited out. So basically what I did was I invested in this baby right here, which I can bring down and up, and it's got a nice 80-watt soft light bulb on it, and I basically shut every light down except for the one over my paint booth, and I can see 10 times better, man. I mean, it helps me way better than having a lot of lights on. So we got that figured out, and plus I just want to say that guys, as far as working on 1/25th scale, I think I'm going to have to probably give up on it. Not all the way. I'm still going to finish the 62 Biscayne and the 62 Dodge Dart. And plus I got a couple cool stalkers that I have started that I want to finish. But we're going to put them to the wayside for right now. We're still going to finish the 57. The 57 Chevy Ford wagon is going to be the first thing we're going to finish in the shop before we start on this 1/16 scale altered that I'm working on. And then we're going to move on from there and find, on some more 1/16 scale, maybe bigger. I got some 1/12 scale projects, stuff like that I got put away, that I've worked on, and but definitely got to go to a bigger scale because of my eyesight. The other night I was doing something to the 57, was trying to put some bolts, some R&B motion bolts in some holes, and was just losing them left and right with the tweezers. I was trying everything in the world, putting rubber tips on them to keep it from bouncing. And before my eyesight was getting worse, I could just take my fingers, just drop them in, because if you work with R&B motion bolts, like your bolts, you'll have a bolt end that's like it's 17 thousandths. You'll have to have at least 18 to 19 thousandths hole, preferably 18 thousandths. Because you want that really slight tolerance. Because when you start putting them bolts in everywhere, for like rear suspension or front suspension or something like that, if you don't got the tolerances, what happens is your stuff, your suspension or whatever, will actually shake. And if you're hauling it to a show or whatever, you put it in padded things like I do, it still shakes around and can break and all that other stuff. So you gotta keep them tolerances in there. So it's hard for me to see that anymore. So I'm hoping that when I move up to a bigger scale, that it's going to help me, using bigger bolts and stuff. It's going to help me. So yeah, we're gonna get that took care of. We're gonna show you some stuff we got going on there. Another thing I wanted to say is that I really enjoy the YouTube format as far as like sharing your models and everything. When I first started this channel, I had in mind of having a show. Kind of wanted to build it up like Dr. Cranky has and so a few others out there, but the reality of it is guys, it takes a lot of time to put on what he does. Of course, all the way I like the way Dr. Cranky does is he does them short. He does like a short how-to and everything, but some of his stuff is long, and it takes a lot of time and effort and editing and recording and and all that to do that. And and a lot of these guys that do this, they got like where you can pay or whatever, and they got enough following on YouTube. They get a little bit of bucks, but not much. But they got pay whatever it's called, where you can pitch in and help them and everything. And I really didn't want to do that. You know what I mean? I don't want to be taking anybody's money or anything for showing you what to do, which there's nothing wrong with it, but I do see now why they do it. Just let me put it that way. So from here on out, I'm not really going to do how-tos because there's too many how-tos out there for you guys to see what's going on and how they do it. Unless I do something specialty or something, other than that, you can go on YouTube, modeling community, and find just about anything you want as far as how-tos goes, guys. I mean, they're everywhere. Everybody's got something for something, whether it's laying flocking or this or that. It's just full of knowledge, what people are trying to share. And and like I said, it takes a lot, guys. If there's a lot of you guys out there just share your builds, and then there's a lot of you guys that like to do how-tos and stuff like that. And for them guys that like to do the how-tos and everything, they know what I'm talking about, is that it's time consuming, you know what I mean, to turn your camera on. And there's sometimes when you're in the middle of the how-to that you can't continue unless you turn the camera on, you know what I mean? And there's times you can't turn the camera on, so you're just stuck not being able to do what you want to do, I know it sounds crazy, but people knows what I'm talking about, So I'm not gonna make this channel no more about how-tos or anything like that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build my builds, and enjoy building my builds, and I'm just gonna share what I'm building. And if anybody has questions how I did something, I'll be more than happy to answer it. But as far as breaking the camera down and showing you and doing step-by-step stuff, I'm really not going to do that anymore, guys. The reason because of my health is one of them. I got to try to build as much as I can because it doesn't look like my health is going the other way. It's going the opposite way I want it to. So while I'm still able to do things, before my hands get too shaky, because they're starting to shake and, they're going numb and all that other stuff, I just want to build some builds and get them done. And I hope everybody can appreciate that. But if anybody knows me and knows my past and been on forums I've been on, I was always the one that loved to share everything. Took pictures of step by step, how I did things, and just trying to show you guys what I know, and not that what I know is better than anybody else, because a lot of stuff I do is just either rehashed or something that I came up on my own. So there's tons of stuff. Like I said, there's tons of videos out there with a lot of smart modelers that can show you how to do just about anything you want to do. And other than that, basically all you got to do is just sit down, look at your object, what you got to do, and just sit there and think. It might take you a couple days to figure something out a certain way, but don't ever jump in first and be happy with what you do the first time. If it takes you 2 or 3 tries and 2 or 3 days to figure out something, whether it's small or large, do it. Don't ever settle for second best. You know what I mean? And that way you'll learn. You'll finally figure out a way to do things, and you'll finally figure out the best way to do it for you and how it looks better. And then in the long run, you'll be happy with taking your time and doing things. And that's basically all I do. That's all I do is I take what knowledge I have in the fabrication field. I try to put in my models. A lot of times that don't even work the first time. It takes 2 or 3 times, errors, learning and messing up and before you come out with that right thing to do. So, but yeah, guys, I don't mean to sound like, well, clutches, this, that, but yeah, I'm just going, from now on, my page is just going to be me sharing my builds. And if I have to, and then if there's something cool or something like that you guys want to know about, I'll try to explain it to you guys, what I can do. But as far as the step 1, step 2, step 3 how-tos, I'm really not going to get into them anymore, guys, because I just, time is not really on my side the way I want it to be. So I'm just going to try to build as much as I can, guys. But other than that, that's basically about it. Like I said, I got some cool projects going. We're going up bigger in scale. I got 2 or 3 projects started in 1/16 scale. This is one of them that I'm looking in front of me now. And then we got the 57, and then we're, like I said, but what I'm going to do is, not in this video, probably in a couple of days, I'm going to break out the stuff and show you what we're going to be working on and stuff like that. And from here on out, I'm going to share it with you guys, and we'll just take it from there, the Christmas is coming, guys. I hope everybody's looking forward to it. I love Christmas. It's the birth of our Savior and everything. And so until next time, brothers and sisters, like I always say, love your families, love your pets, love your friends. Build smart, build efficient. Until next time, brothers and sisters, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Lucifers! Get it! Sunday! Everybody gather around the strip for a once-in-a-lifetime drag. We have a very special race for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We have Lucifer driving his full nitro funny car Camaro, ready to shred tires in competition at hellish speed. Lucifer will be holding grudge matches all